Good morning, football fans, and welcome to Premier League Weekend Preview Show, where we'll be taking a look at some Premier League games for this weekend being played by big teams, and we'll be giving you their last game, their performance, and also their form going into this weekend's game. So the first game is happening tonight by 8 p.m. between Manchester City and Crystal Palace. City will be traveling away to Selhurst Park this night to face Crystal Palace. It's going to be a very tricky one for City, given the fact that they had to come from behind to win their first game of the season 2-1. Those two goals were actually late goals, and you're playing against the Crystal Palace side down there at South London, and they just lost their first game of the season. It's not going to be an easy one for City, but we'll hope to see what they can do. The second game, it's going to be on Saturday, Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. That will be happening by 12:30 p.m. Nottingham Forest lost their first game of the season. Liverpool had to end with a 2-2 draw in the first game of the season. So it's a very tight one between these two sides. I hope to see what they can do. Remember that Liverpool just completed the deal for the young man from PSG, Bakola, and we'll hope to see what he can do. I'm sure he's not going to play, but then they have a very good side going into this game. The next game on Saturday is between Tottenham Forest and Newcastle United. So Newcastle will be traveling down to North London to face the boys in whites. It's not going to be an easy one, given the fact that Tottenham is trying to prove a point after this big money spending. They just completed the deal for Savinho and Mamouche from City, and I'm sure they are going to this game trying to prove a huge point to their fans. The head coach was asked a question: what do you think about Savinho changing his name from Savinho to Savi? And he was like, I don't care about his name being changed from Savinho to Savi. My major concern is that I just lost my first game of the season, and I need to prove a point this weekend. So stay tuned to that one. That will be a game I would really love to sit down and watch between Tottenham Forest and Newcastle United. On Sunday afternoon, we have our first game between Chelsea and Brighton. This is promising to be a very, very tricky one. Chelsea started off the season on the ledge because they had to score. Their front lines were all firing from all cylinders. You have Morgan Rogers, you have the likes of Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro all scoring in the first game of the season, and now they're playing against the Brighton side that we know what they can do on a very good day. So stay tuned to that one on Sunday afternoon between 2:30 p.m. And the last game for this Sunday is between Manchester United and Ipswich Town. I can't wait for that game. Don't forget that Michael Carrick lost his first game of the season against the newly promoted Hull City side, and now he's playing another promoted side in Ipswich Town. He needs to prove a point. It's very tricky to play against this newly promoted side because they're all coming to prove a point. But this is Old Trafford, this is Manchester, and of course, Carrick should be able to go into this game and get the maximum 3 points. He needs these 3 points more than anybody else. Ipswich also started off with a win, but we'll have to see how this game actually pans out.